The price of basic foods in the African nation of Kenya has doubled this year, leaving people like Asina Ahmad and her family uncertain if they can afford more than one meal a day.
When you eat lunch, sometimes having dinner in the evening, it's a gamble whether you will get food or not. If you get it, it's okay. If you don't, then you just stay like that.
In the Philippines, higher food prices have forced Rawana Katapang's family to eat less.
We just reduce what we used to buy. Instead of buying 1.5 kilos, we only buy 1 kilo so that we can buy other ingredients.
Their plight comes on the 28th anniversary of World Food Day. The United Nations says hunger is on the rise, with 75 million more people from 60 nations hungry on a daily basis. And that brings the total of those suffering from hunger to nearly 1 billion people. Jennifer Parmalee is with the United Nations World Food Program.
The number of people is actually growing in hunger by tens of millions every year. So this is not a sustainable situation.
In Washington, experts at the World Food Day teleconference propose ways to respond. Nancy Birdsall, president of the Center for Global Development, argues that higher global food prices may actually be a positive.
Food prices for staples have been artificially low for the last 10 or 15 years, and that has discouraged investment both by small farmers in developing countries and by governments and by the international community in new technologies that would be appropriate for poor farmers and small farmers.
She says new technologies could help poor farmers who have no irrigation to still produce higher crop yields. That could help feed more. Many of the countries considered to have alarming levels of hunger are in Africa. The International Food Policy Research Institute proposes innovations to help farm production, especially in sub-Saharan Africa. Siwa Masanji is a researcher with the organization.
Better soil management, better management of even rain water that does come. You can harvest it in a way that makes a difference in terms of how you grow agriculture.
Experts say hunger around the world will continue to grow as fuel costs, climate change, population growth, and increasing demand for food takes its toll. Despite the world financial crisis, the UN Food Agency urges governments not to drop aid or restrict trade at the expense of the world's hungry and poor. Chris Simkins, VOA News, Washington.